Hello again, guys. And so this is about how the algorithm works. The algorithm, the mysterious thing where, you post a video, you don't know if it's going to do well, you don't know what's going on. How come that got 200 views? How come this got 10,000? What's going on? This is the algorithm. I'm going to caveat this by saying not all social media is the same. Something works on one and it might not work on another. This is mainly about the TikTokification of the algorithm. So this is very relevant to TikTok, kind of relevant for Facebook and Instagram. Snapchat died about 5 years ago, but YouTube Shorts just post everything on YouTube Shorts. Don't worry about the numbers, put it on YouTube. There's plenty of other videos about that, don't worry about it. So, how the algorithm works. By the way, it is harder than ever to grow your organic presence on social media. Okay, I just want to caveat that if you are posting a lot and not really seeing growth and numbers and things, it is harder than ever because they are changing the algorithm all the time. Until things can settle down, it's hard. Facebook pages are probably the hardest. TikTok and Instagram are probably the easiest. Everything in between. Just keep posting regularly. That's all I can really recommend to you there. Right, the algorithm. It starts by you posting a video. So this is you posting a video. Now, it goes out to it goes to 200 to 300 people. Okay? So that's marker one. 200 to 300. And on TikTok, people say, do turn off your Facebook friends and family and contacts because that video could go out to if you're a business owner, that could go out to your Facebook friends and your family. They're not really going to be interested. They might like it because it's your mum, but they're not really your target audience. So I always recommend turning off people you know. You want this to go to strangers. Now, what happens at this point and every single point along it, you need about 10% engagement. That is 10% of all those people doing something with your video. Now, sharing it is the best in terms of points. Again, we need 20 interactions, but some are better than others, I'll explain. So a share is the best performing thing that TikTok wants people to do because it means if I share this with Paul, my videographer, it then brings Paul into the app. All apps want you to spend all your time on them, no matter what they say. They want you on the app. They earn ad revenue anyway, they want you on the app. So I'll share this with Paul. Paul then is brought into the app. They want that, they like it. Second best is saving it. If you're saving it, you're probably going to come back to it, which means you need to be in the app. Then it's comments, people commenting. That gives you an opportunity though to comment back, which again it adds to extra engagement points. But commenting and then likes. Likes don't really do much anymore. If it goes out to between 200 and 300 people and you get 20 likes, it might move you to the next stage. But if you get 20 shares, 20 comments or 20 saves, it's definitely going to move you to the next stage. So again, 10% engagement. You get 250 views. You want at least 25 engagement things we've just discussed. Then it'll put it out to around about 1,000. So 1,000. And again, these are people close to you. They're going to be on your following list. They're going to be people who are really interested. If I did a video on cats and about how I love being a cat owner, it'll probably push it to people of my age and my similar demographic who are interested in cats. It's going to post it to a niche audience. And if people like that, again, you keep 10% engagement, so you want over 100 engagement points. It'll put you out to the next level, which is between 9 and 10,000. When you reach there, it will start testing different audiences. So it might be cat owners, but it might be pet owners in general. It might be people who are in my demographic, not interested in cats, maybe they're interested in dogs or hiking or outdoorsy or home decor, I don't know. But it'll be people in my demographic who they think will like it. And again, you're looking for 10% engagement. Likes start to weigh less at this point. If you get 1,000 likes on this and 9,000 views, you were over the 10% engagement, but it's not going to count as much and you may start to slow down. But if you're keeping up with the strong engagement like comments and shares and sharing it and replying to comments, even better, a top tip for replying to comments, reply to comments with a video. So you can do that in your settings if you hold the comment and it comes up as reply with video, because then you're posting another video and the person who commented will be drawn straight back to that video because you've done a video about it. They'll get notified of that. But anyway, so it goes out to about 10,000. The next step, if you keep up the engagement, the next one is between 40 and 50,000 views. All these are views, I'm sure you understand. I don't think I said that. That's easy to understand. Once you get to 40 to 50,000 views, if you keep up that 10% engagement, once you hit 50k views, you'll go viral. You can go viral up to millions of views. Most will sit around 250,000. So if you get over 50k, while keeping up with that engagement, you will go viral. And to be fair, most people would be happy with a 50,000 view video, especially if it's people who are interested in you. But they're in the biggest letdown about views. And I've said this so many times. Remember, it's only the first 1,000 or so. So if this goes out to business owners, it's only about the first 1,000 or so who are actually your demographic, who you could probably sell to. So if a video got 50,000 views and we talk about cats, and it's because I sell collars with air tags on them, it's only about the first 1,000 people who will probably like to buy my product. The rest of them don't really count. So do not beat yourself up if you're a business owner. If number one, you're not getting loads of views, okay, you might only be getting 1,000 views, but it's 1,000 people who would probably buy your product. The rest of them is irrelevant. It's where Facebook pushes it out to a wider audience. And if you're getting 50,000 views and no one's buying, again, don't worry. Because it was only 1,000 people who were at the start who were actually relevant. So don't beat yourself up. The thing this does is visibility. And also remember, shares. So saying in your video about sharing this with a friend, then you're reaching, if every single person who watched that video said share with a friend who has lost their cat or is worried about their cat, share with a friend, emotional hook there, share with a friend if they're worried about their cat, then those 1,000 people, if all of them share it, they're going to share it to 2,000 people who are still in your target demographic. And then again, you might be more likely to, if one of these 10,000 is my mum and I've got cats, she might see it and share it with me. So don't beat yourself up about numbers. Hopefully explains on two fronts why you shouldn't there. That's the algorithm explained. That is more of the TikTok algorithm. Instagram works very similarly. Facebook pages are a nightmare to grow. That is just keep being visible and try and create Facebook as a local information hub. And the bonus tip I'm going to give you here, right down here, if a video flies through your 1,000 people, 'cause that's your demographic, and hits 50,000 within 24 hours, make that an ad. Put that as a Facebook ad. Because one, people are clearly interested in it because it's flown, and it's gone through 1,000 people really quickly. That means it's definitely wanting to be your demographic. So use this one as a Facebook ad and put some money behind it because it's your demographic. It's proven that it's flown past 1,000 really quickly. Your demographic likes it. Put that as a Facebook ad. That's how Gary Vaynerchuk does all of his content. He posts a lot of organic, whatever is very high performing and flies through this algorithm quick. He puts that as a Facebook ad. You don't have to test any creatives, then you know it works. Hopefully that helps. That's how the algorithm works.